When I first started hanging around rich people, I was like, this is crazy. Okay, I grew up really poor, but then seeing the way that they live, the things that they did, I was like, I didn't even know things like this existed. And what I realized in that moment is you're never gonna get rich if you keep listening to the information and the knowledge that kept you broke. So I wanna share with you guys some of these crazy things that I saw and I learned from my millionaire mentors that I then implemented into my life, and it helped me get really fucking rich, like really rich. The first one, and this is so important, okay, they don't use their money to buy things. Let's say they want a new bag or they want a new car or they want to start taking more vacations every year. They're not like, okay, how do I get a job or how do I get like a pay increase and use my own money, my salary to buy these things? No, they don't do that because they understand the difference between active income and passive income. Active income is money that you work for and they don't want to have to work forever. They use the income funnel, okay? They put their active income into the income funnel. They use that, they buy investments, stocks, real estate, okay? And it spits out passive income. Then they use all of that money to upgrade their lifestyle. The second thing they do is they actually love seeing the value of their investment portfolios go down. Most people, okay, you grow up poor like me and you're like, oh, $5 is gone from my account and I'm having a friggin' panic attack. But they see the markets go down and they're like, yes, an opportunity for me to buy more with less. So while everybody is literally panicking, pulling their money out of the markets, they are piling more money in. And I have made so much money doing this. You just have to do the opposite of what the masses are doing. The third thing, people who are actually rich, they don't go into debt for a lifestyle. Like that guy at your work that's driving a $100,000 car making $70,000 a year. He's still making $70,000 a year. He's not richer than you because he has a $100,000 car. He's just in more debt. But the rich don't use debt that way. They use debt to invest into assets to make more money because they know, okay, if I'm going to go and I'm going to buy this rental property, I'm going to get like a 4% interest rate. Yes, I have to pay interest on the mortgage, but maybe I'm making a 15-20% cash on cash return. So that negates the amount of money that you pay in interest because you are making more. And this mindset, it's so pervasive. It's so baked into our society. People think that debt is always bad. Debt is only bad if you're using it to buy something you don't need. If you're using it to buy money and the return that you are making is higher than the interest that you're paying, it's a net positive. Number 4, they know that taxes are going to be the biggest expense in their entire life. So they don't just like wait for tax time and be like, how much money do I owe? They plan for it. They strategize. And one of the strategies that is like so simple for everyone to start implementing is just investing through your tax efficient accounts. If you're in Canada, your RRSP, your TFSA, and if you're in the United States, your 401k, IRA, Roth IRA. Like if you invest through a TFSA or Roth IRA, all the money you make in those accounts, all of the money, tax-free. They also prioritize making sure that the most of their money, like the bulk of their money, is coming from investments because they know that business owners and investors, they pay the least taxes. W-2 and T4 employees, they pay the highest. Number 5, they don't measure their wealth by their income. They're not like, I make 6 figures a year, I'm rich. They measure their wealth by their net worth. That's your assets minus your liabilities. They will recalculate their net worth a couple of times a year to make sure that it's actually growing because it's not about what you make. They know it's about what you keep and grow. Number 6, they don't flex with like their lifestyle. They flex with ownership. Like up until recently, I literally drove a Kia. I have a $5 million net worth and I had a Kia Sorento. I still have it in the garage actually, because I wasn't going to buy anything more expensive until my investments could pay for it for me. Otherwise, I'm just buying a pair of golden handcuffs. I don't want to work forever. And if you don't want to work forever, you need to put your money into something so that it can work for you. You got to understand investing. It's not for the rich. It's how you get rich. And if you want to learn how to actually get rich using the same strategies I used to go from $40,000 in debt to millionaire at 30, check out my website. I have something special and free for you.